first carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Zimmer. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Zimmer. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
To throw on 2nd down. Zimmer. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 3rd down. Zimmer. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. Zimmer. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give. This is Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first.
So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over.
Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Zimmer.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Zimmer. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Zimmer. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Zimmer. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Parkey is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On first down, Fields gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's got this down to the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
On first down, Zimmer gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Zimmer. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A 10th carry for Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Fields. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Well, at first down, they run with Kamara as he'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Now it's Fields.
Being chased out left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. And Lutz puts this one through.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down at 5.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Off play action. Zimmer. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake. Zimmer. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Off play action. Zimmer. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
That catch good for only a couple.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Runs through the contact. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they're in great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13.
Fields.
And oh, what a catch.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll run it with Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. What's good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Zimmer.
Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out your